Assalamu alaikum guys, Mohammad Faisal with my new video that is related to SAP ERP materials management process, and it is related to a case in which we will do more elaborated work than we have done previously in SAP materials management process exercise. So I just want to ask you a question that how you feel my videos. Is it helpful for you? Please give me your comments in the comment section. And this video again, I will I'm contacting you or I'm talking to two groups of people. One group is my student, and this is my channel, Harkat Mein Hai Barkat. One group is my students who are currently doing this course with me, and the other big group is those who are outside. My students means those who are viewers, my subscribers. So please tell me how these videos are helping you. So, just not to waste your time, I just want to move towards our exercise, means today's materials management case. Let me just first tell you what actually we are going to do in this exercise. We will actually in this exercise we will do these major points. It seems to be a very long exercise. Most probably we will perform exercise depend upon maybe in parts, but let's start. You can see in on this screen there are some in green color and some in blue color. So green color things are that we have to do compulsory and we have to do it in a sequence, and blue one are, you can see most of them are just displaying. So even if you can skip it, it doesn't matter, it will not affect your exercise. So what I am going to do here, first what I am going to uh, do, and I am going to start this exercise. First thing that we have to do is to create a vendor. Remember, a vendor is a company or a group who is responsible to supply you the raw material for manufacturing. So the first thing is that we have to create new vendor. And my students, you will be having this exercise with you, so you can just follow those steps. I'm going to my SAP screen. So here in SAP screen, what path we have to follow? We have to follow logistics. As I told you, logistics is one of the most important folder. Materials management, purchasing, under purchasing, master data, under master data, vendor, then after vendor, central, and then create. Now what you have to enter here, if you see in the exercise, we have to enter few things. Vendor field, we will leave it blank because later on system will give this vendor number. Company code, we will enter US00. You can copy paste also from the exercise. Purchasing organization, again US00. And then next thing is that you have to set the accounting group. So for accounting group, they said you have to write KRED, KRED, and then you have to press enter. Now once you press enter, you will be on this screen. Now further data you have to enter here in the create vendor screen, address screen. So we are on the right track. Now what we have to do, we have to select company as a title. So we select company as a title, and then the name they are asking us to put is Midwest supply. This is given again in the exercise. And in the search term, they are asking you to put your GBI number. So my GBI number is 500. It is like in the exercise, they said it is like this. So wherever you will find this triple hash, you will replace it with your GBI number. So my GBI number is 500. So I replace it with my GBI number. And then street address you have to enter, that is uh, 335W Industrial Lake DR. So street address we will enter here. W335W Industrial Lake DR. And then they are saying postal code 68516. So postal code 68516. Then Lincoln is a city. So we put Lincoln. Then country is US and region is NE. Okay. So these are the things that you have to enter here. Then what they said, you can press enter or you can press next. Yeah, over here you don't have any next button. So what you will do, you will just press enter and you will be on the next screen. Vendor found with the same address check. Now this thing you receive in a case when you have already created vendors with the same address. And why this happen? As it happens in SD case also, that customer address was there. Why? Because many people are creating the vendor over here with the same details. So what we will do the same thing like we did with the customer. I will just say okay and I will just cross this. So when I will cross this, it will take me back on this screen, and what I will do, I will just press enter and then it will take me to the next screen. So this is a trick I already told you, that whenever you find any uh, item that is already created with the same address and you want to create a new item with the same details, so you can handle this situation like this. Now next, what they are saying, you have to be on a control screen. So you can see we are here on a control screen. Then in create vendor control screen, what you have to do, you have to put your text information under field group. Where is the text information? Here, this is the text information. And in this, what you have to do, you have to enter in the field group and 1 2, this is the number given, they have given you the number. So here 1 2 dash 3456 and then your GBI number, means in exercise it is saying like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my GBI number and then as text number 2. So control screen, in the text information field group, enter this as text number 2 and replace this with, so in text number 2 actually they are asking us to enter this. So let's remove this from here. Okay. Now they are saying you have to go to the next screen, and for that what you will do, you will press enter. Next screen option is also there. And now they are saying once you press enter, you have to be on the accounting information screen. So next screen, create payment transaction screen, but they are saying you have to enter again and you have to reach on accounting information screen. So I will press enter again. Now I am on accounting information, accounting screen. So little bit careful, you are right putting the correct data at the correct place. So now in this reconciliation account they have mentioned, and you have to put 300,000, means 3 then 5 zeros. Then what next? They are saying then you have to press enter. So you press enter. Now you should be on create vendor payment transaction tab. So we are on the payment transaction accounting screen. Over here, what they are saying, you have to enter terms of payment terms, that is 0001 payment term 0001, and then you have to check double inventory. So where is this check double inventory? Check double inventory. You have to here, this one. You have to select this one. Okay, and then again press enter. Once you press enter, now they are saying you have to be on payment transaction tab. So we are not on payment transaction tab. So it means we have to press one more time. We are on corresponding accounting track. So we are on corresponding accounting track. So here what you have to do, you have to put your name where? In corresponding accounting, you have to put your name at the clerk. So where is the clerk? Clerk here. So what I will do, I will type my name. Okay. Then you will type yours. In the create vendor, then you have to press enter again. And now you should be on the next screen, that is purchasing data screen. So you can see we are on purchasing data screen. So on purchasing data screen, what you have to enter? You have to enter USD as a currency. So USD as a currency. And then you have to enter 0001 for terms of payment. 0001. And then what you have to do, you have to enter again. And then you have to be on the partner function screen. So in that partner function screen, you are not supposed to enter anything. So what you will do, you will just press save here, and your vendor number will be created. So what I am going to do, I am going to note down this because later on this vendor number will be used. So I'm going to save it. Be careful at the time of saving because the number will be displayed at the bottom and you have to note down that number. So for me it is 15125525. So this is the first thing that we generated. Now if we go back to our target, this thing we did it. Now we have to do this thing. Create material master for trading goods. Now in this step there can be a problem that this material that they are asking us to create may already exist. So if that exists, then we will check the next step, whether it is extended or not. If that one also extended, then we go to the next step. So next thing that we have to do, we have to create a material master. Means we are going to create a material, a new material that we are going to enter in our system. So what is the path? Materials management, material master. Let me just close this purchasing. Material management, and under material management, material master, and under material master, then material, then create special, and under create special, then we have trading goods. So see, this is something very important, that the type of material that you are creating, you have to determine that which type of material it is. So trading goods means this material can be sold out to the customer. So once you are on this screen, now they are saying what you have to do. In the material field, type in CHLO1 and then your GBI number. And you have to select retail as industry sector. So what you will do, you will type here CHLO1 and my number 500, because in the exercise they said it will be like this. So what we will do, we will change it and put the GBI number. Then what next they are saying, select retail as industry sector. In the industry sector we will select retail. Means this material will be created for the customer so that it can be sell out in the market for the customer. Then what we will do, we will press enter, and this menu or list of selected views is open. Now over here you have to be very careful that what views you have to select and rest of them you are not going to select. That is very careful, because on the basis of these selection of views, what happen, your material will be created. And if something you created extra, that will create problem for you. And if something you missed it, that will create problem for you. So make sure you are selecting whatever the views they are saying, you have to select those views. So first one, basic data one, how you are going to select? Click here. It become blue, so it is selected. Then second one is sales organization data one. So this is sales organization data one. Then sales organization data two. This all is given in the exercise. General plant data, sales general plant data. Then purchasing, then MRP 1, 2, 3, all three views you have to select. Then general plant data storage 1, and then accounting 1. So accounting 1 will be down. So you have to go down. Don't be panic, because sometime what happen, the views are not in what you can call it in consecutive order. You have to skip some of them. So once you did select all of them, then what you have to do, you have to click on this. Now once you click on this, you will appear with this screen, and in this screen what you have to enter, you have to enter the plant, that is MI00, again capital small doesn't matter. Storage location, that is TG00, again capital small doesn't matter. So it is trading goods, that's why storage location also looks like trading goods. And then sales organization UE00, UE00, and then distribution channel is WH. Okay. And then what they are asking us further, you will just after entering all this, just click here. Now you are inside this screen, and what you have to do now, on the basic data one screen, where you will find, you are on basic data one, here you can see this is basic data one screen. And here what they are asking, you have to enter chain log as description text. So here you have to enter as a description text chain log. And what else you have to enter on this screen in the text field, and then you will put EA uh, uh, in the material group field, select utilities, UTIL. In the material group field, you will select UTIL. You can select also, or you can type also. And EA you have to enter where? Basic unit of measures. Let me check. No. So, as basic unit of measure, use F4 help to find and select each, that is EA. So, basic unit of measure, what we will do, we will select EA. Then accessories as a division. So, where is the division? Here is the division. They said put AS for accessories. Again, capital small doesn't matter. In the gross weight field and in the net weight field, enter 65 and select. So now there are two weight fields, gross weight fields and net weight field. Enter 65. And then select ounce as weight unit. So where is the weight unit? Here. Change it from kg to ounce. This one. Then they are saying press enter. So we press enter. Now we are on the next screen, that is sales organization 1. So on this screen, what you have to enter? You have to enter the delivery plant, that is MI00. Where is the delivery plant? Find and select Miami MI00. Where is the delivery plant that we have to check first? Here is the delivery plant. I'm taking time. Why? Because I don't want to enter or miss something. So you can also take time while you are performing the exercise. In the text data field group, in the left text classification column, one of its editable white background color, put 0 for exempt. So where you have to put? Here, you will put 0. And in both the fields, you will put 0. Then what next? Click on conditions. Where is the condition? Here. So in the under the condition, what you have to do? You have to enter scale quantity 1 and amount 69. So scale quantity is where? On the following screen, enter scale quantity 1 and amount 69. So I think we have to go back. And where is the amount? 69. Now, so I think we have to go back here. Where is the amount? Amount that we have to enter 69. Amount after scale quantity. Now, let's remove this. We are on where? Sales organization 1 tab data, delivery plant is there, exempt we have entered. Then we have to, okay, we have to enter in all, we have to enter 0. Okay, So once we enter in all these three fields 0, then we are here. Now what they are asking us, under the conditions, you have to enter the weight also. So we are where we have to be here on sales organization data 1, and here we have to enter, go to the condition, and under the condition, yes, we were missing one thing, so amount is 69. So now we are at the correct place. So everything is recording, you can just rectify. Then after entering the 69 here, what you will do, then click back and go to sales organization 1. Again we are on sales organization 1, and now it seems to be the uh, correct result that we have. Now what they are saying, you have to go to the next one, that is sales organization 2. In the sales organization 2, what they are saying, select material statistics group as 1. So here is material statistics group, that is 1. Then enter. Okay. Now you will reach to the next tab, that is general plant tab. So we are on, see, general plant tab. So on the general plant tab, what we have to enter? We have to enter 02 as availability check. Where is the availability check? We are on sales general plant data, and select availability check 02 and then 001 for transportation group. So transportation group is 0001, and availability check definitely will be somewhere here. Yes, what we have to enter? 02, 02. Then third thing that we have to enter, 0002 as loading group. So where is the loading group? Here. Okay. Then we have to press enter, or we can go to the next tab, that is purchasing tab. If we press enter, we will go to the next tab, that is purchasing tab. Here we are on the purchasing tab. Now N00 for purchasing group. So where is the purchasing group? Let's find where is purchasing group. Purchasing group here, N00. So you can see I am taking time because sometimes I am also not able to find the correct field. So find the correct field patiently and then enter the data. Then what they are saying, go to the next, that is MRP1. So if you press enter, you will go to MRP1, and in MRP1 they are saying put MRP type PD. Where is the MRP type? Here, PD. Then what next? After entering this, MRP controller 000. So where is MRP controller? Here. Then what else? Lot size EX. Where is the lot size? Here. EX. Then minimum lot size 10. Minimum lot size 10. Now go to the next tab, that is MRP2. So in MRP2, they are saying you have to enter delivery time, planned delivery time 6 days. So where is the planned delivery time? Planned delivery time 6 days. And then you have to enter 001 for schedule margin key. So schedule margin key is here, 001. And then they are saying press enter, and you will be on the next screen, that is MRP3. Now in MRP3, they are saying you have to put 02 in the availability Where is the availability check? Here 02 is already there. So then press enter and you should be on the next screen, that is plant data storage, and you will just press enter and you will be on the accounting one screen. And on accounting one screen, what you have to do, you have to put valuation class, that is 3100 here, valuation class 3100, and then moving price 33.5. Where is the moving price? Here 33.5. Okay, now what next? Nothing left. Again I'm going to save, and when you save it you will receive a message. So it is saying this material is created. Definitely it is not a number. Actually this number you already know from the start, that CHLO1 and then your EDI number. So this material number is created. If someone, when you perform this exercise, will face this problem that it says material already exists, then what you can do, you can skip this step and directly go to the next step, that is extending the material. And if it is already extended, then you can go to the next step, that will be creation of requisition. Okay, so I'm going out of this step, and now I'm going to see what third thing we have to do. Now the third thing they are saying, you have to extend the material. So how you are going to extend the material? Logistics, materials management, material master, material create special. So let me just see logistics, material master. Under materials management, material master, then material create special, and then trading goods again at the same place. Now what they are asking, once you are there, enter your material number again here. So I'm entering my number CHLO. Okay, it's coming automatically. If not, you can type again, capital small doesn't matter, and then enter your material number again, replace with this your 3 digit in the material field in the copy from field group. So this is a catch over here, that you will not type this material number here, you will type this number here. That is a catch in this step. Okay, uh, I have put this number over there with my intentions, so that I can tell you that most of the time this mistake we do. So do not put that over there, put here, because it is mentioned in the exercise that you have to put it under the copy from, and then you will just press enter. Now you can see, once you press enter, in organizational level window, now they are saying you have to enter selected views, 3 sales views, make sure the indicator create view selected is checked. So 3 sales views you have to select. And what are those? Highlight all 3 sales views. This one, and this one. Okay. And then what they are saying, you have to select create views selected. So create views selected, you have selected as per in the given exercise. And then what you do, you just click here. Now this window is open, and in this window now they are saying you have to enter the plant. So it is SD00 given in the exercise. Again, capital small doesn't matter. Sales organization UW00. Now it is changed. Okay. And distribution channel is WH. Okay. And in the copy from, you have to enter MI00, again capital small doesn't matter, UE00 in the sales organization, and WH in the division distribution channel. Now what next you have to do? The system will take you to the sales organization screen and has copied from you the system display message. So here what you will do, you will just click here, and now you can see the material already exists and will be extended. So this was the result that we need from the system. And here changing delivery point MI00 to SD00. So delivery point you have to change here. And you have to do some more changes also, because you are here on the sales organization data 1. So we will change delivery point from MI to SD00 here. SD00. Again, capital small doesn't matter. Quantity, scale quantity is 1. So where is the scale quantity? Scale unit, that is 1. And then amount is 65. So amount is mentioning somewhere, definitely in the condition. Here amount they are saying now put 65 instead. So we put 65, and the scale quantity here you have to enter 1. Now what they are saying, go back and then save. You will press save. Now you can see material, this has been created. So this message, after that you will receive it. It means you have done this job, this step is done. Why I did not receive any error on these 3 steps? It shows that this material was not previously created. So if it was created, you will receive message at the start after 2-3 steps that material already exists. So in that case, what you will do, you will try to do this second step, that is extension of material. And if it also exists, then you can go to the next step directly. So the next thing that we have to do, let me show you here. We did these 3 things so far. Now I am going to do this. As I told you, we will perform only steps in green. So create purchase requisition, that we have to do now. And then from this purchase requisition, we will create quotation. So purchase requisition we are going to create now. So let me go back to SAP screen. I will go out from here. Now let me see what is the path to create purchase requisition. Remember, purchase requisition is a document that created by for example, the manufacturer, and forward this to vendor, because vendor has to supply. So create purchase requisition is our task, and we have to go to logistics, materials management, and close this because I just don't want to confuse you. Under materials management, purchasing, and under purchasing we will click on purchase requisition, and under purchase requisition we will click on create. So when we click on create, now we are on this screen, and here what you have to do, you have to be little bit careful that you are at the correct place. So now what data you have to enter and where, this is something very, very important. Now they are saying when you are on this screen, you have to be on create purchase requisition screen. Yes, we are on create purchase requisition screen. And you have to click on this header to expand the header. So what we will do, we will click on this header to expand the header. Once it is expanded, now what you have to do, In the text field, type the header note. Global Bike Inc. is formally requesting quotation. So here, I will write GBI, Global Bike Inc. is formally requesting quotation for the following material. And then the whole text is, after this, quotes will be accepted until quotes will be accepted until, and then they are asking first day of the next month. So what is the first day of the next month? That will be November, because this is October. November 01 2020. Over here, no concept of calendar, it is just like a text entering, so I just type the date. Then what next? Then select item overview to expand the item overview. So where is the item overview? Here. And under the item overview, now they are saying enter your material under the material. So here is the material. What is my material? CHLO1, and my material is 500. In the exercise, it is like this. So again, I will remove this triple hash and replace it with my GBI number. You will replace it with your GBI number. And then the quantity 200. So where is the quantity? Here 200. Okay. And then delivery date 3 months from today. So here is the delivery date 3 months from today. So today is, I think, 8th of October. So it will be 8th of November, 8th of December, 8th of January. 8th of January. Then enter plant MI00. MI00. Again, capital small doesn't matter. Storage location TG00. TG00. Then purchase group N00. They all are very near to each other. N00. Now what they are saying, press enter and compare the screen. Now on the screen, they are saying it is something like these things has been entered, and now what else you have to do? One thing only left. You will just press save, and what will happen? Purchase requisition will be created. So I just press save and I will note down that number. So purchase requisition is there 10001,320. Why I note down all the numbers? Because later on in the coming steps, I don't want to search. I just want to enter those numbers directly to save time. Also in the video, I cannot make the long video unnecessarily. If it is required, is okay. Otherwise, it's not good to just extend the video unnecessarily. Now the next step is, again, if I show you, the next step is again display stock material listing. So again, I'm not interested to perform this. So let's go to the next step, that is create request for quotation, RFQ. So shorter term, we call it RFQ. So what we will do now, create request for quotation. Okay guys, so now we are going to start our create purchase requisition. We did it. Now we are going to create request for quotation, that is called RFQ. So for this what we have to do, we'll definitely go out from here. Again, logistics, materials management, purchasing, and under purchasing we have RFQ quotation, and under RFQ quotation we have create. Let me just see. RFQ quotation, and then under RFQ quotation we have request for quotation and then create. Now you are on this screen. What you have to enter? Enter your RFQ type, that is AN, already there. RFQ date, today's date, okay. And the first day of the next month as quotation deadline, means November 1st, as it was mentioned in the previous exercise, previous step. Then in the organizational data field, enter purchase organization US00. Okay, it's already there. And N00 for purchasing organization. So N00. Okay. Again, capital, small doesn't matter. In the default data for items, enter plant MI00. Here, MI00. Then select relevance to PREC. It should be here. Reference to PREC. Sorry. Reference to PREC. So now this window is open. So in this window now they are asking you to, already it is picking up my purchase requisition document number here. If does not pick, you will type here. Okay. And then N00 is there. All three are selected. If your purchase requisition number is not already entered, please search and this and that. Okay. Now what next they are saying? Click here on this green tick. Now you are on this screen. Select list purchase requisition. Now here what you have to do, in the create RFQ selection list purchase requisition screen, enter SLOC, storage location, as TG00. It's there. Click on this to select all item. Now here is a icon, select all item icon. That, okay, we will click here. Over here icon is not there, this button is there. So it is selected, and then they are saying adopt all item. So here is the adopt button is there. In the exercise there is an icon, but with the icon it is mentioned adopt. So adopt, we will click on this. Now what happened next? In the create RFQ item 0010, means this one, the first one. Click on this to display the RFQ header data. So we will see where is the RFQ header data. So that icon is not there, but what you can do, you can click here on header details. So you will see that header data. And then what they are asking, enter RFQ1 and then your GBI number as COLNO, call number. So where is this RFQ number? Let me just check. Enter text. Now go back. Okay. So we are here. Now what they are saying, you have to enter what? RFQ1 and then your number as call number. So where is that call number? Let me just see. Mhm. Maybe here. Item details. No. Item text. No. 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 Let me just see. Create RFQ item overview. No, we have to be in a header data. So where is the header data? Let me just find header data first. Maybe here. Header. RFQ. No. We have to be here in the header data. We have to be make sure. Okay guys, so how you can go to the create RFQ header data? You will double click on this, and once you double click on this, you are on item 0010 screen, and over here you can go to header data. And how you can go to header data? Then you will click here on header details, and now you are on header data. So this is little bit tricky, that's why it takes time to search. Now here in the call number, what they are asking you to enter, put RFQ1 1, and then again they are asking us this. So we will replace this with GBI number. After comparing your entry with the screen below, click on this to display the line item. Now what you will do, after entering this data, it is there and all these things are mentioned. Now what you have to do, you have to uh, now what you have to do, you have to click on display line item. So where is display line item? Maybe somewhere here. So okay guys, what I did after entering that data, I just click here. There was a button that was called overview button, and that overview button take us to this screen. Now on this screen, what they are saying, you have to be on overview screen, item overview screen. So we are on item overview screen. You can see here. Now what next we have to do? Review the line item and ensure they are correct. So you can see item is there. And now what they are saying, vendor screen in the create RFQ vendor screen. So where is the vendor screen? Means to do that, what you have to do in the create RFQ item overview screen, review the line item and ensure they are correct. Then select this to display vendor address. So we will click on vendor address. And in the vendor address, what they are asking us to do, your vendor address, I think. Vendor list, the name was Midwest Supply, city is Lincoln. So what is required? Here on this screen, you have to see vendor address screen to find your vendor. Instead of finding the vendor, what I can do? I have already noted down the number. So I will type that number directly. Okay. And then they said city is Lincoln. Double click. Where is the city? Lincoln. And then in the search term, put your number. Where is the search term? My number is 500. And then that's it. Press enter. Address incomplete. Enter the country. Okay, US. Region was NE, I think. NE. Now, nothing left. What they are asking us, just press save and your RFQ will be created. So my RFQ is created with the number 6 and then so many zeros. I think how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, then 6 zeros, 7, 1. So this is my RFQ number that has been generated now. So what we have to do now in the exercise, they are mentioning stay in the same screen and repeat the last step twice to create the same RFQ for our vendors, Dallas Bike Basics and Spy Gear. In order to find your vendor in the vendor screen, you will use F4. Now, this is a tricky thing over here that you have to create two more RFQs with two different vendors. So on this screen, what you are going to do, you are going to search those two vendors. One vendor is Dallas Bike Basics and other one is Spy Gear. So how you are going to search? Again here in the vendor. So search term, put your search term 500. Put country US and vendor name is I think is there. They are saying Dallas Bike. So what I am doing? I am putting after Dallas Bike, I am putting star and then search. Let's see which vendor comes. See, this vendor comes. So I select this vendor. Now with this vendor, what they are asking that you have to after entering this vendor country, you will put again your search term will be 500 and country you will put US and city is not mentioned. So let's try and save what happened. See, another quotation has been generated. That is 372. Rest of the number is same. Now, The second quotation has been generated. Now they are saying stay on the same screen and create another quotation. And for that you have to search your vendor, and that vendor is Spy Gear. So again, search term, my search term 500, yours will be different. Country is US, city we don't know, name is Spy Gear, and let's search. See, another vendor came. So what we will do, we will select this vendor. Again in the country we will put US. In search term we will put 500, and then again we will save. So it's a very simple step. Only thing is that you have to be very careful. Read the exercise carefully. So what I did, once I create one RFQ, I remain on the last screen and search two vendors individually one by one and create two more RFQs. So now we have three RFQs available. Now we'll go back. And I will show you what we have done so far. We have created this request for quotation, and we created three quotations. So three number will be generated, and you will note down all those three numbers. Now maintain quotation from vendors, next step. So to do that, what we have to do, logistics, materials management, purchasing, RFQ quotation, RFQ quotation, and under RFQ quotation, they are saying quotation, and then after quotation, maintain. Now in that case, once you click on this, what happens? Screen is generated where one of the RFQ is displaying. Now what they are asking us to do in this case, once the quotation is there, in the maintain quotation item overview screen, see they pick the last quotation for me, 373, automatically. And what we have to do here, for example, let me read the exercise. On the purchasing document or vendor tab, you need to find and select your Midwest supplier first. Position your cursor in the vendor field and press F4. Start the search for typing this. Double click on your vendor, select your vendor. This. Okay. So first quotation. So first quotation was not 373, it was 371. So I will take 371. And then they said press enter. When we press enter, now we are inside. In the maintain quotation, we are on maintain quotation, item overview screen. Enter a net price of 32 USD. Here, 32. And then after that, what else required? Click on the display condition. So where is the display condition? Definitely there will be some button over there. And then after that one, you have to enter valid to data 3 months from today. So we have to enter that date. But first of all, we have to find out the select all item. Select all item. So once we click on this select all item, then click on, there is an icon for display condition. So where is the display condition? Display condition icon, maybe here. Display. Okay guys, now what we are going to do, we will just review this, and we must be on item overview screen. So we are on my item overview screen, and now what they are saying, if you just press save, what will happen? This quotation will be maintained, means this quotation is accepted. So I press save, and you can see the message received. This quotation is maintained. Once this quotation is maintained, then what happen? Repeat this process for other two RFQ you created. Make sure you use the above described search criteria to find the vendor for your number, this, and provide these values to them. So it means the step that you have done here previously, you will do the same thing only with different numbers. So second RFQ, that was 372, and then what we did after entering this number, we just press enter, and after pressing enter, what they said, put the cost 36.5 for Dallas Bike Basics here, 36.5, and save. And then go for the third one. And for third one, the price they are asking is 35, and then they said press save. So this is how, what you can see, we have worked with three quotations. So all these three quotations are now maintained accordingly. Now the next step is we will evaluate these quotations. So we will go out from this transaction, and we will follow the path logistics, materials management, purchasing. Okay, under purchasing, RFQ quotation, under purchasing, RFQ quotation, and under RFQ quotation, and under quotation, price comparison. So price comparison we did now. Now in this step, what we are going to do, we are going to compare three quotations that we have created. Now in this, you have to enter the purchasing organization, that is US00, and collective RFQ, RFQ1. Where is collective RFQ? Here, RFQ1, RFQ1, and under this and with this triple hash, means you are going to replace it with 500. My GBI number, you will replace it with yours. Select mean value quotation and determine effective price. Mean value quotation is there, and mean value quotation, okay, and determine effective price. Where is the determine effective price? And what they said, determine effective price here, last one. And then they said execute. There is an icon, that icon is actually execute. Okay, now what happened? All these three quotations that we have created, 371, 372, 373, all these three quotations are there. Now what they are going to do with this step, once this screen is displayed, this screen display means whatever you have done so far is correct. Now what you will do in the next step, you will reject the quotation. So how you will reject the quotation? Same path is there. Logistics, materials management, purchasing, RFQ quotation, price comparison. And you press again the same activity you will do. You are here now. Now determine the vendor that you are going to business with the lowest price quotation by rejecting other two. To do so, double click on the quotation number with 36.5 USD and select R. So where is 36.5 USD? Here, this one. So you click on this and select R, rejection indication. So how you will do that? Let me see. Double click. You have to double click on this. And once you double click on this, see here reject indicator. You click on reject indicator and then click save. Message, maybe they will ask you. Be found or output of the message. Save anyway. Okay. So press yes. Now one of the quotation has been rejected. Repeat the process for second quotation to be rejected, that is 35. So again what we will do, we will double click on this. Click here on reject and then press save. Again yes. Let me just see here. Reject. Click here. Save. Here it is there. Yes. It is rejected. Okay. So both quotations has been rejected now. Now the next thing that you are going to do, you will create purchase order in reference to RFQ. We'll go out from there. Two quotations has been rejected now. One quotation is left. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we will perform the next activity, that is actually we did these steps now. Now we also did this. Now we are going to do this. Create purchase order referencing an RFQ. So what we will do, we will see the path. Logistics, materials management, purchasing, and under purchasing what we will do, let me just close all of them. Now RFQ is finished. Now we are going to create purchase order. So logistics, materials management, purchasing, then purchase order. Under purchasing, purchase order. Okay. Under purchase order, create. Under purchase order, create. And under create, vendor supply plant known. Okay, so we are now in create purchase order screen. Over here, what we have to do, we have to go for, if there is no navigation screen on the left side, click on document overflow. Okay, so what we have to do now here, after doing this, we have to enter the purchase organization and the other things that are mentioned over here. Request for quotation. Okay, request for quotation is there. Okay, let me just see. Okay, what we have to enter here? We have to request for quotation. Request for quotation, where it will come. Document overview is already, it's on or off. Let me check. It's on now. Now what we have to do, we have to go for request for quotation, and request for quotation, what we have to do, we have to select request for quotation. I think from here now, request for quotation, request for quotations. Okay, then in request for quotation, what we have to do now here, material number is required, that is CHLO01. So material number you will put CHLO1 and my GBI number 500. Okay, material number. Okay, make sure that all other search fields are blank and click on execute. So here, and then let me search it whatever they are saying accordingly. Let's go back. Okay, so we are here now. They are saying once you have to select this, click here, request for quotation, and then in request for quotation, now what you have to do, in the material number you have to search, and for search what you have to do, you will search material by material type, material by material type. Let's see here, material by material type. You can see all these things, material by material type. See, so many search criterias are there. Now here in the material type, they are saying you have to type HAWA, and language is English, it's there, and material they are asking that star and your GBI number. My GBI number is 500. Now let's search. So what happened? You will find your material CHLO. Once you find that material, you will double click and select, and then you have to execute. So once you execute this, you will see there is on the right side, you will receive purchase document. If you want to expand this, you can do the change breakdown structure. Select vendor name. If I double click on it, let's see what happens. Nothing. Let's see what happens if I click here. Here breakdown structure. With that breakdown structure, what they are saying, select vendor name. So where is the vendor name? Here is the vendor name. Okay. And then sort criteria and click this to display the vendor name. So how you can do this? You will add it with this. So you can see it is added here in the list, vendor name. And then what they are saying, and click the top arrow to display the vendor name first. So you will select this and make this top arrow. So it will be first. And then after you confirm your changes by clicking this, you will see name of your vendor in the alphabetical order. Okay. Click the right part of the select layout icon, means this one. And then change it to material number. Okay. So what we will do, your name is there in the alphabetical order. You can see here vendor name, and under the vendor name uh, there are different document numbers are mentioned. Now what they are saying, click on the right part of the select layout icon and choose change layout. So again what you will do, you will click on change layout. There is change layout. Maybe here change layout. Okay, change layout. And in the change layout, now what they are saying, choose select material in the right table. So here is the material in the right table, and add it here by using this arrow. And once it is done, just confirm this. And then single click on the requisition quotation that you want to refer, that is this one. And what you can do now, they said adopt this information. So how you can adopt this information? You can just select this one, and definitely there will be a button here. This is adopt. So this quotation is wrong. We have to search the other quotation. That was Midwest. So we have to select the vendor here. This is wrong. So guys, there was an error that vendor was specifically selected. That's why it was only showing Dallas bike. So now what we have to do, we actually have to select this Midwest. You can see here, Dallas bike, Midwest, and Spy Gear. So we have to select the Midwest one. So what we will do, we will select this and click on adopt. Then what they are asking, after doing this, verify that the system copied the material this quantity 200. Yes, okay. And 3 months from today's date, delivery date. Make it 3 months from today's date. Yes, it is already there. And the net price is 32. So here is the net price. Make it, it has to be 32. Okay. And the that was currency is USD. And then the price they are showing, it has to be 6,400. If you see in the detail, now what they are asking you to enter, acknowledge the red error message by changing the schedule quantity of the first line from 200 to 100. Okay, make it 100. Okay, then enter the following data for the second line. 1 week after the first delivery. Okay, 1 week after the first delivery means it is 8th of January, so make it 15th of January. Okay, and then schedule quantity again make it 100. Then purchase requisition same as previous line. Okay, number should be the same. Requisite item same as the previous line. So let's just check all these things. See, purchase requisition and requisition line as the previous one. Okay, so then press enter. And then on material data tab, select info update. So where is the material data tab? Once these things are there on the material data tab, materials data tab, definitely it will be here. Yes, here. And what they are saying here in the materials data tab, select info update. So where is info update? Here it is already selected. Then find the following menu item in the system menu: purchase order, save and output. Purchase order, save and output. And then what you have to do, in the following screen, select output purchase order NEU. NEU already selected. Medium print output, that is 1. Okay. Okay. Then language is English. Okay. Language is English. And then select on communication method. So we'll click on communication method. And with this communication method, what they are saying, in the create purchase order output screen, enter logical destination LOCL. It will be let's type it. And then check indicator print immediately. Okay. Then what they are saying, go back. Once you go back, now they are saying go to further data, and in the further data what they are asking us now, enter send immediately, that is already there. Then go back again and then save the purchase order. Document is still faulty. Do you want to put the document on hold or process data? Edit. Let's see what is the error. So guys, I have just saved this document. I think there is some error giving with this. Let's see in the next step what happened. Already the number is generated. The document number here, it's showing. So let me just go back from this step and try to find out what the next step is. So I will see the purchase order also. Let me make it display. So purchase, instead of create, under the purchase order, what we will do, we will see display. Where is display? Display. And in that display, it is again showing this. So there is an error coming because of this record. I don't know why. So let's try the other step, that is related to create a goods receipt for purchase order. So let's see what happened. Goods receipt for purchase order. Logistics, materials management, and under materials management, inventory management, materials management, inventory management, goods movement. Okay, under goods movement, goods receipt. Under goods receipt, for purchase order, for purchase order, then GR for purchase order, that is MIGO. GR for purchase order. So goods receipt for purchase order. Okay. So we are on the correct screen now. Now what they are saying, you have to go there. I think you have to select the purchase order. See here, it is not showing that purchase order. Purchase order, and over here, if I put that number 45, press enter, still incomplete. So let's see, I will just stop this video over here, and after rectifying that purchase order, I will continue from this step again. Okay, so that will be part 2 of this exercise. So thank you so much guys. I'm stopping this video now.